Welcome to another week of Ether Raids. We're taking on a Japanese player here for our first match of the week, and I'm starting a bit late today. It's kind of becoming a common theme. Ow, my lip hurts so much. I sneezed and somehow I ended up cracking my lip, and it really hurts. It's kind of hard to talk. Ow. Anyways, yeah, starting a bit later this week because basically I wasn't able to finish my defense in time. I did build something, but I'm not like too thrilled about it. I don't really like it that much, so we'll see how it performs. This is a
yes, I believe
5-unit defense. I don't know if it's because I'm starting so late or what it is, but I'll take it. I mean, I don't think the defense got hit yet because
I understand.
yeah,
Where was that?
yeah, it didn't get hit yet, so this is pretty interesting. In any case, we'll just let Marth take care of everything here, and then play. I don't think I can play another match because I think I got to go back to work on the defense. It's not like fully completed. But yeah. That aside, Astra Anima was pretty fun.
Yes?
Not sure what I'm gonna do with. I mean, Light and Dark was pretty fun. Not sure what I'm gonna do if we run into too many like Golvig and Sharena teams. Hopefully the team will be able to hold up. Although I do believe Fur is a counter to that type of to whatever it is that not Golvig. I mean, Embla does. I believe that Fur is a counter, so we should be good on that front. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it performs, I guess. I didn't want to build another cav line, so I don't know. We'll see how this one does. I feel like my brain has rotted from how easy it is to set up a cav line. So I'm trying to just go back to what I was doing before, and it's kind of a whole different mindset because the pieces involved just are different, and the way that you think to put those pieces together, it's a whole different ball game. So it's taking me a little while to figure out what pieces I want to use, and then also Ike is still a problem, and I don't have, or well, ultimately, like I said before, there just aren't that many units that kill Ike, so I gotta like reuse the same units, and I kind of didn't want to do that, which is one of the things I missed about Catcher Balls, because you could use whatever you wanted to use, and you'd still be fine, but because of Ike and the fact that you can't really capture things, you gotta reuse units, so disappointing, but it is what it is for now. Hopefully they'll put out another blue unit on the next banner that'll be out. I think it should be summer, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I find something good in Binding Worlds that will help me out, but so far the only thing I've come across is a legendary Micaiah, who I have been wanting to build, so let's see how this one comes out. I think she'll probably get a really good refine, because so far the Micaiahs that they've been putting out recently have been pretty good, so I'm pretty hopeful for legendary Micaiah's refine. She definitely needs a ton of stuff to be considered good. So let's see what they do with that. And then also, she does have that summer version, so I'm looking forward for the refine of her summer alt as well. There are a lot of Micaiahs in the game, man. Way too many. Way more than we actually needed. That Micaiah alt could have been someone else, but they just wanted to do it to her, so there you have it. Another Micaiah alt. Yeah, that's this match. Yeah, I think I'll play another one tomorrow. Alright, welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We're taking on Moody Mara, and
Utterly shameless.
defense is done. We did get hit. It was a loss. It was actually one of the opponents that we faced, I think it was last week. The one that had the Azura that was missing the special cooldown that she needed to get Guild Force off. But he fixed it this time, and he definitely was able to do it to me. He gave the Azura, he gave her Flashing Blade or Flashing Sparrow, whatever it's called now, so she's able to one-tap Gale Force, and basically he was able to clear the map because of it. I think he would have been able to clear it nonetheless, because my layout this time was a lot more conducive to being Gale Force swept, so he didn't really have that much of a challenge this time. So GG's to him. It was a pretty decent clear. Very surprised at Brave Edelgard falling. Well, not really, because we saw it before in the previous matchup. He just didn't have all the pieces to finish everything up. But GG's to him. He did very good on that clear. It was one of those things where you build a new defense, and immediately you lose, and you're like, oh man, I just made the wrong decision here. But ultimately, that I don't want to base the success of this defense off of that, since it was a Gale Force clear, and there really is not much that you can do about it. So let's give it a couple more matchups and see, what I'm missing, if anything. And then, if anything, I might just go back to the Cav line and run that instead. I don't know. Yeah, I really couldn't think of anything else to build. The pieces that I want to put together just don't fit, so I just couldn't do it. So yeah, for this one we got extremely lucky here, because Ninian moved to the back to dance. She could have moved forward and danced a different way, but this layout right here is actually pretty bad for us, because we're gonna have to tank the AoE, and depending on where a green attacks from, it could be bad for me. So this is going to be a little bit challenging to assess. And then there's also Freya to consider. I gotta be pretty careful here with my placements. Blazing Wind. I forget how the pattern is for this one. It's a plus, but I forget how big the plus is. Special Spiral is unnecessary, but I guess it does loop it, but unnecessary.
Yes.
Ratatasker is a pretty decent bonus unit, and especially since a lot of movement these days is going to be like warping and stuff, so he's a pretty decent bonus unit. What did I do here? And then the Bolt Tower's there, so I kind of can't stay here. Oh, it's only turn 2, so that should be fine. Alright, I have a play in mind, and what I'm considering is actually just to block this spot right here with Ratatasker, and then I'll put Byleth where Yunaka is, and that should be okay, I think. I'll probably move Elamine down as well, just to... yeah. Because I'm pretty sure it's a plus, so if Igrin can't hit Elamine, then Byleth won't get hit with the AoE, and we should be good to go from here. This should be fine, I think.
Close your eyes.
I will go.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Oh, hold on. What if Igrin goes first? Because if Igrin attacks first, what it means is that Ratatasker will get hit with the AoE.
This is for you.
And she won't attack Freyr. She won't have enough health to live a combat with Freyr. So okay, fine. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We got away with one there. That could have been really bad. I completely forgot that you still have to take the hit with the AoE. For whatever reason, I completely forgot about that. Which means I didn't have to move up either. I could have just stayed where I was, and it would have been fine, because, yeah, Ratatasker could have had 1 HP in that combat against Freyr and should have died, so...
This is for you.
We'll take it. Mistakes happen, but somehow we survive, so we will take that. Thank you, AI. The melee movement first there really helped us out, so... yeah, we should be good to go from here.
I can do this.
Yeah. Just gotta figure out how to kill Byleth, and then we should be fine. And that should be GG's. Very,
Close your eyes.
very fortunate there that I was able... oh, we got this. Okay, let's take this. This is because Vale is here. Because normally Yunaka doesn't get this. He dies to the counterattack, so... okay, yeah, that's because of Vale. Vale is out rezzing. That's very rare.
Engage!
Okay, we take those. Alright, so yeah, not a lot that I
Knowing already.
have to say. Aside from the new game mode, it's a pretty easy game mode. I was seeing some comments that were saying that they wish it had the Abyssal. I think the Abyssal was the last one. but I guess maybe IS thought it would have been too hard, which I don't really see a problem with it. It could have been added.
Let's get festive.
Yeah, it really could have been added
Why not?
because it was kind of easy. I expected a little bit more of a challenge.
I'll do
Um,
it. Count on me. Brr.
Or I
Let's
just,
go.
maybe I expected more maps, but it was pretty easy for me to have the units that I needed to be able to go through it. And also, the title restriction didn't actually end up mattering at all. So, yeah, I don't know. Overall, I like the game mode. It's pretty cool. You get to use your friend units, and they actually show up this time. So that was actually a big boon. But I think it was pretty, a little bit
Watch your step.
too easy for me. And I saw some people sharing the same sentiment, but it is what it is.
Knowing already.
I'll take it. I appreciate the game mode. Let's see if they have like a round 2 when it resets tomorrow, or maybe like a harder version when it resets tomorrow. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Binding Worlds has been fun. I just need.
Have faith.
Well, I'm actually hoping to pick up
Count on me.
some good units this time. Aside from the
your
Micaiah that I got, nothing else has shown up. Although I still have like the majority of the tiers to play through, so
Yes.
we'll see how that pans out. I think I can get this if I just move Violet in here.
I will go.
Yeah, I
I'll
think I
do
should be
all I
able to get
can.
this because she has a solo seal, and I'm only missing this by 1. So unless
Watch your
I
step.
make some huge miscalculation, and if I attack here, he's gonna lock my units. Lest you forget that Formortis has the dual Leon effect as well.
Where was that?
So yeah, okay, we get this. So yeah, this is GG's. Closing out the map here. My lip really hurts. Ow, split lip, man. It sucks. Yeah, GG's. See you in the next one. Welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We are taking our revenge today against Edward Chan, and yeah, we're gonna see what he has brought to the table. Taking some revenge here. He was able to get our lifts, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we can do it back to him. Let's see what we got here on defense. A lot of the new units here. Embla as well, so you wouldn't have been able to save this if you're going to use double save or anything like that. And also, she works pretty well as a frontliner, so there's that as well. Golveg, the new. Ooh, this Saros with Lagu's Friend 4 is so strong. Like, she counter attacks with like a Glacies, it really hits like mad hard. Ooh, a +10 Golveg with Life and Death. Ooh, Verge of Death, whatever you want to call it. This is a nice unit. And a Cultist Strike. Pavis. This encounter.
Yes.
Saros' bonus. Yeah, this Saros, she's no joke, man. She hits really hard. So it's difficult to Gale Force into her. And she has the defensive stats to make use of Lagu's Friend 4. So yeah, overall her refine. I guess it's probably just Lagu's Friend 4 just making her good again, because being able to pierce the R is one of the things that she was missing, and with that now she's able to actually counter even like Brave Edelgard. So
Do this.
yeah, she's a really strong unit now. Emran without her assist is interesting. But this should be pretty straightforward just to break the... Well, my plan is to go through the front lane here, hit the units, and then back out. I did notice something, which is a huge flaw in his defensive lineup here, that you'll see in a minute once I do the thing that I'm planning to do. Hopefully we can go on this turn. Yeah, hopefully we can go on this turn and it shouldn't be a problem. I'm kind of concerned about Emran. I was initially concerned about her doing her thing, but then I realized that she didn't have her, even the warp she doesn't have, so she won't really be able to do as much without the tools that she came with.
I will do my
We're gonna
best.
take out Saros here.
I have faith.
Dual Leon is still just that good. No Breath of Life 4, no cancel control, so we get to take full advantage of what is available here. And look, there you go. He had 3 units there with 57 speed, which is a bad thing in the dual Leon meta, because as you can see, 3 units got locked there, and that's 3 less things for me to worry about on this follow-up turn. And if we wanted, well, actually no, we don't get the dual unit off the board, so that's fine. Just got to take out Embla here and Freyr, and then we should be Gucci from there. Oh my god. Whoa. Okay, I want to get Emran off the map as well. 1, 2, 3 units.
Let's get festive.
Yo, the fact that I'm doing like no damage to this Embla is crazy. And Pavis is up, so I don't want to... Okay, this is a much better... I think we're probably going to go with Leon, but the thing is, I want that space to be free, or at least I wanted to put Rotatasker in that space. I think we can break the fountain here and then take out Emran. Baby Emran. I really don't like her art, man. Her art is so boring. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to depend on Leon for this one. That Embla is, with the bonus stats, she is looking pretty nuts there as a frontliner. Especially with the Pavis. If she had some distant counter, I think we would be in a ton of trouble here. But oh, we out-res, so we probably would still have swept. Miracle is a choice. I have a dance. This team that I'm running here isn't like the most synergistic because of Ivy and Ratatosker, because they have terrain effects that do different things. So it really depends on where I attack from.
Let's get
But usually I'll probably be using Ratatasker's terrain effect because it stops warping. But then if I need like extra damage, that's where I'll use Ivy. I really wanted to switch up the teams this week because I don't know, I feel like sometimes I just don't get to use, or I don't use most of my units in my barracks, but that's really because they don't do enough damage. I was considering using Veronica, but Veronica, I gave her like the Occultist Strike build and the Flare with the chip damage and everything, but I don't know like who I would like. Even in this scenario, she'd probably miss the kill against this Embla. I'd probably have to run her with a pre-charge special somehow, and I have no way to do. Like, considering it more and more, I probably should have pulled for this Embla, but that's really just to get the special acceleration. If I had a way to get the special acceleration outside of, I mean, there are options. I have like, you know, dual Crom and stuff, but they don't necessarily fit into this team. Yeah. So yeah, really who I wanted to run was Legendary Veronica, but I just felt like Ivy made more sense somehow because she can fly over mountain terrains, you know, so there's a bonus there. It was either her or Golvig, Brave Golvig, but Brave Golvig does not have DR piercing, so it kind of felt like a rip, because if I'm running her, I want to pierce DR, or you're going to run her with an AoE, and that takes a while to set up, so yeah, big rip. Yeah, this Embla is a problem. We're probably going to have Leon do this instead.
Close your eyes.
And I was kind of having the same problem with my other Guild Force team, the melee one, because lately Summer Ephraim has been missing kills, which isn't like the worst thing in the world, but he's also dying. Like, he's entering combats and getting killed on retaliation or on the first combat, which is just testimony to how strong units are becoming these days.
I can do this.
So it's kind of hard to fit him into a team knowing that he's gonna die.
I have faith.
My heart to yours.
Well, I'm running him with Gale Force, so I would at least need him to survive. So it's been difficult, man. I've been considering like trying to change the teams, but also I like having that team. It's really fun to use, but I feel like it's past its usefulness in terms of just damage output and stuff. Especially with like Legu's friend being a thing, it makes it a lot more difficult for him to take out units like Dual Asker, even
Bear witness.
even that Ceros is a problem for him now because she can counterattack with Iceberg or Glacies, depending on what special she's running. So, and that can also kill him. So it's kind of, I don't know. I mean, I realize that I've been using that team less and less because Ephraim is my initiator on that team, and if he's dying, then it kind of defeats the purpose of using the team. Or it's either that or I initiate from range. But this is kind of my range team. I don't really have powerful range nukes on that team, the one that Ephraim is on. I could put Leon on that team, but then it's basically the same units that I'd be using, and I kind of, as I said, want to change it up sometimes and run like more of my barracks, which is kind of what the new game mode was supposed to do. But it kind of also at the same time didn't really force me to, like, let's say, use units that I didn't want to use, or force me to use units that I've been wanting to use for a long time but haven't been able to previously. It didn't really change anything. Maybe if they added more replayability to it, whereas, you know, like how
I'll do it.
Arena Assault is 7 attempts or 7 matches. Maybe if they added like a couple more matches that like really dwindled out or thinned out the OP units in your barracks and forced you to use more of your reserves, maybe that would have been more of a challenge. Or maybe if they just forced you to use specific titles, maybe it would have been more challenging that way. That would be a big update, I think, if they force you to use specific titles, because not every title is strong. Let's say you're going to use like something like a Shadows of Valentia, or even like a Thracia that has like no units. It would be a lot more of a problem clearing some of those maps. So I think that would be the route that they should go with it if they intend to make it like a main staple as one of the game modes. But this one's done. A bajillion damage here with Ivy. 101. And that should do it for today. Oh, I gotta play another match. I forgot that I didn't play a double on Monday. Well, Tuesday, or the first day, whatever it is. GG's. See you in the next one.